Everything about this van has come through a prayer that followed a vision that will lead to a sacred journey. It's impossible, said pride. It's risky, said experience. It's pointless, said person. Give it a try, whispered the heart. And if I had to do it all over again, I would find you sooner, so I could love you even longer. Hey, good morning everybody. In this little video, we're going to explore how we install a roof fan. This portion of this van build took several weeks before it came to fruition, because it had got to be the most nerve-wracking part of this project. It took me a very long time in contemplation before I can nerve it up to hit it. Because cutting a hole for the first time in your dream? Man, talking about shitting in your pants, I was scared shit. And as you can see, I gained the courage and I just went for it. The act you're doing seems simple enough. The instruction said to just cut a 14-inch square hole. And I think I reached success. Vacuuming every single piece of the charred metals that spread all over the van is very important, because these pieces of metal, they will settle into the top of the van, and then when they get wet, they will create rust, and that rust will be like a cancer spreading all over. I use a metal file to smooth out all of the jagged pieces around the cutouts so I can have a very smooth surface to work with. And again, being very consistent about vacuuming up these metal chars. I use Rust-Oleum paint to cover up all of the open surfaces around the frame that I opened up while filing, so I can protect that area from any rust. Picture. Looks like I got a perfect fit. Yep. Sitting there really good and tight. All right. The sheet metal along the roof is fairly thin, so it requires some reinforcement. So I built a frame around the opening so I can give it more strength, and also to have enough surface space so I can drill the unit into really tight. Next is to create a waterproof sealant around the frame and making sure all the crevices are leveled so no water could slip in. With a tight sealant, it is now time to fasten the frame into the ceiling of the roof. As per the instructions, the mounting screws must face left and right of the side of the van. I pre-drilled every single hole that I would then use a self-tapping screw to fasten the unit into the roof of the van. The screws they provided with the unit were just too weak, so I went to the hardware store to get some stronger stainless steel screws. The process of this installation could have taken a lot shorter, but it ended up being a lot longer, and obviously this was the first time. And running back and forth between the hardware store and back to the location, well, that took time. So we worked all into the night. And needless to say, I had to put in some time to take care of Saiba too. I would put in each screw like you put in a tire, moving from one side to the opposite so you can have a very level surface as you move along. Once the unit was installed, I then applied a very strong industrial lap sealant to seal all around the frame so there would be no water penetration. And there it is, roof fan number 1 installed.
All right, so I'm starting to work on these today. These are the mounts for the ProMaster roofs. So this week is gonna be roof rack week. I installed the fan, got a video of that coming up later. But this is what they sell for this, right? So you got this little T thing right here that goes into this little slot.
FYI, you just watched the video that I just mentioned you'll be watching later.
Just like that. But first you have to install these screws. These bolts, actually bolts and nuts. There's 2 of them on each side. The carriage bolts, they go in. And then I guess you put in a lock nut. I guess you put a washer first, right? Washer. Let's see, lock nut. And then these go like that. Right? Okay. Yeah, pretty much like this. Yeah. put these lock nuts in. Right angle. All right. Put another one. Make it like that. Of course, there's an instruction manual, but let's see if this theory works. Yeah. That's whatever I'm going to mount them on. Yeah, something like that.
To build this do-it-yourself roof rack, I use a channel strut system with channel strut connectors. And as they say, to each his own. All right, stay tuned for the next video. Subscribe, ring the bell, like, comment. Thank you.